Good evening, everyone. What we're going to talk about tonight is how we can, or how I can save money um, and help landscaping companies get more clients. So let's say you're a landscaping company that has repeat customers, which would seem reasonable to keep in business, but you're not sure what you need to bring out for a particular job. Take, for example, the fact that we just had over 20 inches of snow and several of the trees have lost branches. So in that case, going over that area would show that there were branches that were down that need to be taken. There's also they snapped, so you'd want to cut the branch back to the uh, tree itself. So these things you can see with a nice aerial view. What you're seeing on the screen right now is what I'm currently flying. It's an Autel Evo. That camera on the front is capable of 6K video, well, 5 and 3 quarters. But because it's on that gimbal, it can actually look straight down. So what we're going to talk about tonight is setting up a mission. And here again is how it would save money. By having footage of the area, you can see what work needs to be done, which then leads to what equipment you have to bring and what team has to be there. Now, you may have one or two people that need to walk the ground to make that kind of decision, which means that they are out of pocket as they travel from the office to the site, do their evaluation, travel back to the office, and write up the report. Having a drone operator overfly the area means that all you have to do is sit in the office, go through the photographs that are provided, and make up your report. Having more time to go over the information and make up the report means that you now have more time for more clients. In addition, having this photographic evidence of what it looked like before, if we do an overflight afterwards, you have a before and after that you can show to other prospective clients. Additionally, if the uh, property that you're taking care of is vacation property, you can show that to the client and say, this is what it looked like before. Here's what it looked like before, and get them to recommend you to their friends, getting you again more clients. So before we go any further, just a little note. I have my SUAS remote pilot certificate. So as you can see, I am a licensed commercial pilot. So let's take a look at an example of a mission setup. So here is video of the setup in the controller itself. You start off by finding out where you want to um, do the footage. Now, my original thought was to overfly back here by Bushnell Cemetery. But then we had the storm. So while I'm going to show you the project built out over Bushnell Cemetery, next week we'll take a look at the photographic evidence and what the mission looked like that I'm going to fly over my own home so that I can see what I'm going to have to do this spring and what equipment I'm going to have, and if I'm going to have to bring people in to handle certain aspects of it. I have a large pine tree. It lost three branches. They didn't break off at the tree itself. So I'll probably need to bring somebody out to clean those up because they're up a lot higher than I would feel comfortable going up after. So continuing on, we pull up to the Bushnell Cemetery area. Now we're going to create the project. Now, this is a simple square project. What a square project does is it takes that camera. Let's pause this for a second, go back and look at the camera. It takes this camera here and points it directly down. As it flies over the area in this square pattern, it will continue to take photographs. So if this were a client's property, we would simply take this square format, compress it down to fit over the property that we're interested in photographing. As you can see, it's flexible enough that we can turn it, we can change its size so we get it over the area that we want. Again, this is a fixed format rectangular. It's a square format. There are other options that we can do as well. But I just wanted to show you guys a simple overflight. We name the mission and we're done. Now, what that does for us is not only does it give us the mission for this time, but if we do a before and after, the mission's saved. All we have to do is pull this mission up again and fly it. The mission is broken down into GPS coordinates, so the mission is repeatable. It will continue to go over and over again. And our little plane over here is how we upload it to the drone and let the drone go and fly the mission. Once done and we're happy with the area that was photographed, we store it. We can use it over and over again to do before and afters or to do okay, we've had another winter cycle. Spring's coming up. We need to go do some landscaping because the people are about to come up for a summer vacation. So let's overfly the area again using the exact same mission. We'll get exactly the same photographs to see what the area looks like, to see what equipment and personnel are necessary for the job. Again, like I said, you're experts who can take a look at it and figure out what's needed. You can just sit there, get the photographs from me, and then they can go through and see what needs to be done, make up the reports of what they need to do, get everybody scheduled and ready to go. And then you've got some before footage that you can show the client that this is what we did. And hey, you see what we started with? You can see with your own eyes what we ended up with. How about a recommendation? And how could they resist seeing the wonderful job that you did from the photographs to where they are now? So that's what I can do to not only uh, allow you to make more money because you're not sending out too many people or the wrong equipment, save you time because you're not traveling back and forth out to all these sites to go get the information that you need, and get you more clients by being able to give you the mechanism to get good recommendations. Or if you want to market it yourself and you have permission from the landowner, of course, to use the before and after photographs, you can do some before and after shots to show other clients the type of work that you do. So I hope this gives you a good background on what I do as a drone pilot for this type of operation. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. Remember, the website for seeing about the service is aerial.ldphotographyllc.com. Link will be in the video, and I hope you all have a good evening, and I will talk to you next week.